I feel like I have nobody, no one to lean on, so I choose you, Heavenly Father. But please don't make me cry. The one that shit is heavy on me, ripping my soul, tearing my soul alive. Get away from all the sins that and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. Yes, I'm trapped like Jonah in the fish. I wish I never made that move that took me off to the evil ways that'll cut your days and kill your babes. How long will I be crucified? Your woman can't take me alive. Chastise me, but keep me out of the hands of men who wanna see me burnt alive. Get away from all the sins that and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I will reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh. Get away from all the sins that I have and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I will reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Get away from all my sins. Get away from all the sins that and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like my new na Yahweh. Get away from all the sins that and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Forgive me, my Father. Say like my new na Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. Get away from all the sins that and the things that lead me astray. I know if I strive, I would reach my Lord. Say like
All right. All right. Another lovely song brought to you by the Real Talk for Real People Study Program and shared with us by Brother Cottrell, my fellow elder on this study program. Welcome back. My name is Yamsuf Arif, along with my Isha, simply in Hebrew, my wife, the administrator of the show, Nasanya, a daughter of Zion, as all of you daughters of Zion out there, along with, I mentioned, Brother Cottrell of New York City. Nasanya and I, personal friend, our brother, your elder, my fellow elder of New York City. We're not here for a warm, fuzzy feeling. We're here to bring to you the word of the Most High by virtue of this study program, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaqub. That being said, simply saying that I'm a Israelite is not enough to suffice. It has to be the components of a Yisraelite. Simply said, SOP, Standard Operating Procedures. Through Yah's word is our standard operating procedures. Before you delve into anything in life, be that as it may, it will be incumbent upon you to study your SOP and continued study of your SOP. Simply saying, I'm an electrician. I'm fired up. You may get fired up if you don't study your SOP. And that's why it's imperative that we study the word of the Most High to know who you are, what you are, and what you should be doing. As I mentioned, simply saying, oh, I'm a carpenter. I got a hammer. What you do with it? I don't know. I just got one. And that's what some of us Israelites are doing. We're simply claiming the title of Israelite, but we don't know the SOP of an Israelite. And that's why it's imperative that we do our due diligence in these studies and that we continue these said studies. Praise the Most High. Before we get started in the studies, I simply like to give a blessing to the nation. Yah Elohim, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, forgive our ancient ones for the mistakes they made to break the contract by turning away from you and casting your SOP behind their back. Yah, forgive us in these contemporary times, in this universal captivity, who continue to turn away to other gods and cast your SOP, standard operating procedures, behind their backs. Yah, teach us to understand the intricate components of gathering oneself together. Not simply gathering oneself together simply for the sake of gathering oneself together, but gathering oneself together, SOP, standard operating procedures. Yah, bless and praise your holy name. Give us wisdom. Give us understanding. Help us to understand the dynamics of gathering oneself together. Yah, most importantly, because we are a stiff-necked and stubborn people, give us humility. Praise and bless your holy name. Hallelujah. So without further ado, let me bring my Isha on, Lasanya, the administrator of the show. Lasanya, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yamsu. Shalom, shalom, family. All praises to the Holy One of Israel. We back. I'm happy to be back. Blessed to be back. Blessed in all aspects of my life. All praises.
All praise. Good to hear your voice, Lasanya. Well, I hear it every day, but it's good to hear it over the radio station,
Ah,
and it's good to
thank
have you back. Praise the Most High.
thank you so much.
Brother Contriel, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot.
Thank you, Brother Yamsuf Ari. May the Most High bless you as well as my sister Nasanya. Bless Yah, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Holy One of Yisrael, our Creator, our Father, our King, the Elohim of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yisrael. And just giving him thanks for life, health, and strength, and all things and everything. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Brother Contriel.
And Brother Yamsuf,
Yes, sir.
isn't SOP a corporate term?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
it's a corporate term
Most
for us, too.
definitely.
Nah, we not
Standard
corporate.
operating procedure.
We not corporate, bro. We not corporate. And language is important because
Yes.
we don't want to fall into the category of our enemies. So Yah made us a holy nation, and He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments and ordinances that He requires us to follow. He ain't call them standard operating procedures. He called them laws, statutes, commandments, and ordinances. And we have to be in that mindset, that frame of mind. Because we start talking standard operating procedures, we already had experience with that, with the elders. I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
But
well, I'm not talking about man-made standard operating procedures.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in regards to the Most High.
okay. And I thought about something too. When we use the term universal white racist supremacy, we fall into the trap because it ain't about black and white, which is why you get Black Lives Matter, because we're talking black and white when it's really Shem, Ham, and Japhet, or the Greco-Roman Empire, the Fourth Kingdom. So,
And there again, universal white race supremacy, because they control every aspect, component of your life. No, it's not a black and white thing. But when it comes to them, it's a black and white thing. Praise the Most High.
praise Yah.
Thank you, Brother Cartel. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, fellow students. Fellow students, Brother Cartel and I and Nathaniel, we're studying, leading the studies off in the book of Tehillim, whom you're familiar with. That's the Hebrew word for the word you're used to. The Greek Roman word, Psalms, chapter 62. A calm resolve to wait for the salvation. There we go again, the salvage. That word, the salvage, salvation of Yah. Hallelujah. King David wrote this lovely song. Message in the music. Brother Cartfield will conclude the studies tonight in the book of Shemot. You're familiar with the Hebrew, that's the Hebrew word, and the Greek Roman word that you're used to is the book of Exodus. And in this book, Moses makes new tablets. Also, the contract renewed. And we continue. The shining face of Moses. Praise the Most High. So, if Nathaniel and Brother Carter is ready to proceed in these studies, I'm ready to begin them off. Praise the Most High. Nathaniel, are you ready to proceed?
Same.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Brother Carter, you ready to proceed?
Cain.
Thank you, brother. Fellow students, we pray that you're ready to proceed because we are proceeding. Chapter 62, the book of Tehillim. And it reads, people get into detail when you're studying this. Don't study it from immerse yourself into the studies. Don't be an observer of the studies. Immerse yourself into these studies. Immerse yourself into the mindset of King Dog, this mighty man, this king of the nation. And here's how he looks at it. And here is how it is. He says in reference to his soul, truly, my soul silently waits for Yah. That's all of our soul should silently wait for Yah. From him comes that word salvation, salvage from the Most High. It's not coming from any other entity. And stanza 2, King David says, he only, not any addition, not no trifecta. He only is my rock, what I stand upon, my foundation, and my salvation. That word again, my salvage. Again with that, he is my defense. Although, listen to me, as I said, immerse yourself in the mind of King David. He's a mighty man. He's the king of a nation. But he's not dependent upon him being a mighty man, nor is he dependent upon him having a military organization as far as our army is concerned in the nation. His defense primarily is the Most High. Because if you don't have the Most High defense, nothing else works out. So he makes sure he's in alignment with the Most High. He says, Yah is my defense. As a result of that, King David says, I should not be greatly moved. Oh, they'll move me a little bit, but I won't be greatly moved. Oh, they may broadside me, but I won't get away from the source. See, people, that's what's wrong with some of us today. We we allow people to get us away from our source. King David says, "Yeah, I'm moved a little bit, but I'm not greatly moved. I'm not moved away from the Most High, His defense. I'm not moved away from the Most High, His rock that I depended upon. I'm not moved away from the Most High, His salvation, His Sabbath. I won't be moved away from that. I'm not greatly moved away from it. I don't care. Hell with me, so to speak." In stanza 3, King David says, "How long will you attack a man?" He's talking about humans, the mindset of some humans. He said, "How long will you attack a man?" And the reason why I said that, he said, "You should be slain, all of you, because of your attacking me without cause, because of the nation attacking our nation without a cause, and personally speaking, because of individuals attacking the king without a cause." He says, "You should all be slain, all of you." He says, "Your defenses is like this, like a leaning wall. You're ready to fall at any time, and a tottering fence. Your defense, your salvation, your rock is like a leaning wall and a tottering fence." Stanza 4. They only counsel to cast him down from his high position. Speaking in reference to himself, the only reason y'all gathering yourself together, you're not gathering yourself together for a good reason, a constructive and positive reason. And reason being, in my time frame, and this is a universal time frame when it comes to us, they're only getting together to cast him down from his high position. He's speaking in reference to us, but that is applicable to us today. And he gives you a description, a modus operandi of these kind of people. These kind of people, you can apply that to these people today. They were applicable to King David in his time frame. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth. They put on the front. They blessed with their mouth. Oh, King David, you such a mighty man. You such a good king. Putting on the hits. But they curse inwardly. "Oh, sucker, I wish I had his spot. I don't know who made him king. I don't know why he a mighty man. I wish I had his spot." And that is their modus operandi. They like fronting. As in King David time, these times are applicable to our time for each of us, personally, internationally. In stanza 5, King David says, there you go again. "My soul waits for who? Waits silent for Yah alone. No other entity, no trifecta, nothing human on this earth that King David's soul is waiting on, other than the Most High." And he says, as a result of that, "For my expectation is from him." Yes, you should hold an expectation from Yah, but you shouldn't expect anything from our enemies, and certainly some of our brothers and sisters who are outside the privy of the Most High. "For my expectation is from him." Who is him? Yah. There go again. Stanza 6. "He only, Yah, is my rock, my support, and my salvation. No trifecta, nothing on this earth that I am totally dependent upon." As a result, in stanza 6, "Yah, he is my defense. I shall not be moved." Oh, yeah, King David is probably suggesting, inferring, and implying, oh, they're going to come at me. They're going to come at you. But be grounded in the Most High word, and as a result, you shall not be moved. He says in stanza 7, "In Yah," that word go again, "is my salvation, my salvage. In conjunction with that, of that salvage, my glory." Not his self-glory, not I'm a mighty man, I'm in charge of the army, I'm living in a great palace. But my salvation is not in any of those. My salvation is in Yah, And the result of that salvation and my reliance on Yah, therein lies my glory in the Most High. And he says, the rock of my strength. Yah is the rock of my strength, the bedrock of my strength. In conjunction with that, my refuge is in Yah, not in my mighty man status, not in me being the king of the nation and of the army, not in the fact I'm living in a great palace. I don't depend upon any of that. He says, my refuge is in Yah, as all of our refuge should be in Yah. And stanza 8, he gives you a great insight as far as Yah and your trust. Trust in who? Him, not them. Trust in him, not them, at all times. You people, what people? Specifically, Israelites. But he doesn't negate foreigners and strangers alike. As Brother Cartier succinctly mentioned, this is not a color thing. This is a people thing, although they have made it a color thing. That's why I mentioned universal white race supremacy. And so, King David says, pour out your heart before him. See, a lot of y'all are pouring out your heart before each other. You're calling each other, talking about each other, talking about other things. Well, you should be pouring out your heart to the Most High. Pour out your heart before him. Why? Yah is a refuge, not simply for the king, he says. Yah is a refuge for us. When you're feeling over inundated, Yah is a refuge for us by crying out to him. King David says, Shelah, meditate, think on what I just written in this lovely song. There's a message in the music. Surely, men of low degree are vapor. If they ain't got much, they're vapor. If they got something, men of high degree are a lie. My dependency upon men per se, King David saying, of low degree and or high degree. They here today, going tomorrow, they low degree. If they have high degree standard, they'll lie. My dependency is not upon them. He said, King David, if they are weighed on a scale, these men of low degree and of high degree, there's no weight to them. I can't trust them either. They are altogether lighter than a vapor. My dependency is not upon humankind. He says, King David, in stanza 10, do not trust in oppression. Don't think you can oppress your way into this. You can't oppress people. You can't oppress people into standing on the rock. You can't oppress people into salvation. You can't oppress people into the glory of Yah. You can't oppress people into some sort of refuge in Yah. Do not trust in oppression as they do in this time frame, nor vainly hope in right. You can't rob the people into salvation. You can't rob the people into glory and the rock of the Most High and the refuge of the Most High. I think that would be applicable to this contemporary time. Do not trust in oppression. Don't put your reliance in oppressing people, nor vainly hope in robbing people. He says, don't let your focuses be on riches. I'm going to get rich, and by virtue of me getting that rich, y'all going to be my salvation, my glory, my rock, my strength, my refuge. No, it won't. You're going about it the wrong way. As riches increase, King David says, do not set your heart on them. They're the after effect of the Yah is salvation, my glory, my rock, my strength, my refuge. They're not before the effect, they're the after effect. And even that being said, don't put your focuses on that. King David says in stanza 11, Yah has spoken once, twice I heard this. Listen, people, immerse yourself. King David says, let me repeat, Yah has spoken once, twice I heard this. That power, real power, belongs to Yah. not superficial power, not power by virtue of riches, not power by virtue of oppressing people, not power by virtue of robbing people, but true power belongs to Yah. The last stanza, a message in the music. Also to you, O Yah, no other entity belongs mercy. If you want some real power, you want some real mercy, it comes from the Elohim. It comes from Yah. And he says, and this is right, and I'm glad Katia mentioned it's not a color thing, although they make it a color thing. For you render to each one according to his work, not because of your color, but because of your actions. You render to each one according to his work. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. No, we hadn't made this a racial thing. The universal right race supremacy has made it a racial thing. And there's no such thing in the nation as a race. There's no such thing in the writings of the Most High of a race. There are writings in the Most High of nations. But the Greco-Romans have reduced it to a race thing where they're on top and everybody on the bottom. No, I'm not saying this is a race thing. I'm saying they made it a race thing, and we're going to give it to you the way it is by the Most High. It's a nation thing. But we have to address the racial entities as far as those in the last kingdom are concerned, the universal right race supremacy on the Greek-Roman, the last kingdom. So it would be negligent if we didn't mention this. But that's not what we're about. That's what they are about. Praise the Most High. Because you reap what you sow. And bless his holy name. Nathaniel, may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot. Any comments on the commentary?
No, not at this moment.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Brother Cottrell, your mic is hot. Any comments on commentaries?
Thank you, Brother Leon Suf Ari. We thank the Most High for our great King, King David, the anointed, the Christ, the Messiah. And you know what?
What's that, my brother?
He's pointing the way to salvation. Every time he writes a song, he points the way to salvation. It's not him, the Messiah, the Christ, the anointed, that is salvation. Because he's trying to get it himself, right?
Yes, sir.
But he's showing us the way. And every time he writes a song, he leaves us jewels. And the fact that he says that he depends on Yah, Yah is his rock, Yah is his defense, he won't be moved. It doesn't matter what man's, his mischief, they conjure up against him, because he knows they're going to reap what they sow.
Yes,
but
sir.
his focus is on the soul. Verse 5. My soul. He ain't saying my life. All my life, I'm waiting for you. No. His focus is the main part of his being, the spiritual part. My soul, wait on you only, Yah, for my expectation is from him. So when people ask him, well, King David, how are you so successful? How did you become king? He's like, it's all about Yah. He only is my rock and my salvation. He's going to reiterate it. He is my defense. That's how I defeated Goliath. That's how I defeat the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Edomites. I shall not be moved. And I don't think King David was ever moved in the battles that he fought. Yah is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in Yah. So at 14, I'm reading this and trying to absorb everything King David is saying and trying to blot out my preconceived ideas. I got to get on the same line, the same path as King David, and just let go and let Yah. Let him be my rock. Let him be my defense. Let him be my salvation. Let him be my refuge. And I made that commitment to myself at 14 to be like King David. Praise Yah.
Thank you, Brother Carter. And I strongly commend you making that dedication to the Most High at 14. It shows your wisdom at a very young age, your astuteness, and we are recipient of that wisdom and understanding by virtue of these studies. Praise the Most High, Brother Cartrell, and bless
Praise
you.
Yah.
Well, fellow students, Brother Cartrell will share in the book of Shemot as promised and conclude the studies for the night. And the book is 34, the book of Shemot. In it, it speaks of Moses makes new tablet, the contract renewed with the Most High. And also Moses' face is shining. Praise the Most High. Brother Cartrell, may the Most High bless you with wisdom and understanding and humility. You have the mic.
All praise, Yamsu. Thank you. All
Thank
praise
you,
to our
brother.
King, our Creator, the source of our salvation, our rock, our Redeemer, the source of our refuge. Thank Him for the Prophet Moshe who put these words down. In the 34th chapter of the book of Shemot, the book of names, Moshe writes, and Yah said to Moshe, cut 2 tables of stone like the first ones, and I will write on these tablets the words that were on the first tablets which you broke. So be ready in the morning and come up in the morning to Mount Sinai and present yourself to me there on the top of the mountain, and no man shall come up with you. And let no man be seen throughout all the mountain. Let neither flock nor herds be fed before the mountain. So he cut 2 tables of stone like the first. Then Moshe rose early in the morning, like Yah told him to do, and went up to Mount Sinai, as Yah commanded him. And he took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. And Yah descended in a cloud and stood with him there. You gotta see this picture now. How old is Moses at this time?
He's an old fellow, Brother Cartrell, over 80-something years old.
80-something years old. He climbing mountains with 2 tablets of stone in his hands. I don't think young people could handle that.
I don't think so either, Brother Cartrell.
But Moses was a strong, vibrant Israelite brother. So he took the tables of stone that were in his hand, climbed the mountain. Now Yah descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of Yah. And Yah passed before him and proclaimed, Yah, Yah your Elohim, merciful and gracious. Did we just read that? Then King David just said Yah was merciful.
It shows King David putting in the work, Brother Cartrell, by virtue of his studies.
And Yah showed King David much mercy, as he did our people coming out of the wilderness here. Because you know he was ready to kill him with that golden calf issue, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna start a new nation with you, Moses, because these people are hard-headed, stiff-necked. They just don't get it. Moshe said, "No, Yah, you can't do that. You can't do that, Yah. Don't do that." Because Mizraim gonna say you just brought him out here to kill him, and they would have been right. You just brought him out here to kill him, Yah, because that's what you did. But no, Yah's mercy came into play, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he gave them a reprieve, long-suffering, and abounding in goodness and truth. That's why we love Yah, because he's merciful,
Yes,
he's gracious, he's long-suffering, and abounding in goodness. We want to see the goodness of Yah, and we want to learn the truth of Yah. Keeping mercy for thousands. For how many?
Thousands.
Forgiving iniquity. And we don't need nobody on the cross for Yah to forgive us of our iniquity. We just have to ask him for forgiveness of our iniquity and our transgressions and sin. That's what King David did, right?
Yes.
By no means clearing the guilty. King David knew that too, because he said what? You're going to reap what? You have sown. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and the children's children to the 3rd and the 4th generation. Yeah, I ain't playing. What you do affects your children and your children's children. So Moshe hasted and bowed his head toward the earth and worshiped. Then he said, if now I found favor and grace in your sight, O Yah, let Yah, I pray, go among us. That's the like 5th appeal that Moshe is making for Yah to be among us. Because Yah was about to bounce. He's like, I'm going to send my angel. Y'all go ahead. I'm not going to be with y'all. Even though we are stiff-necked, and we are, Even though we are stiff-necked
Sure.
people, still to this day,
Sure.
hard-headed, hard as a rock, and pardon our iniquity and our sin. And we ask now that you pardon the sin and the iniquity of our fathers as well, Yah, and take us to your inheritance, because Yah's inheritance is our inheritance too. And he said, behold, I will make a covenant before all the people. I will do marvels such as I have not done before in all the earth, nor in any nation. He's going to do more. He already did it. These Israelites that came out of Mizraim saw things that nobody ever saw before. And all the people among whom you are shall see the work of Yah. For it is an awesome thing that I will do with you if we cooperate, if we're obedient, if we are humble servants like Yah wants us to be. What are you going to do? He's going to do awesome things that he's going to do with us. Observe that what I command you this day, what we must do? Got to obey Yah's commands.
Yes. But if I may, Brother Cottrell,
Yes, sir.
let me point out the fact. Yah didn't say of different races. He said nations. Okay?
No doubt. He says, behold, I am driving out from before you the Amorite and the Canaanite and the Hittite and the Perizzite and the Hivite and the Jebusite. Take heed to yourselves. Do we need to take heed to ourselves today in these times?
Yes, sir. We certainly do, Brother Cottrell.
Lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land where you are going. Just can't make pacts and covenants and treaties with people without the approval of Yah. That's for sure.
Even lands you scattered out to, Brother Cottrell.
Huh?
Even the lands that you're scattered out to in this universal captivity.
We don't know who's who, what their intentions are, because what the OJ say, they smiling in your face and all the
All
time
the time they want to take your place.
because they backstabbers.
You heard that?
So Yah said,
The Buzz Boys.
Buzz Boys, yeah. You had that they had to come through. Try to
Mhm.
disturb the flow. So we're not supposed to make covenants with the inhabitants of the land where we were going, the land of the Perizzites, Canaanites, Hittites, Hivites, Jebusites, lest they be a snare in your midst, which they eventually became, because we didn't follow Yah's command. And we'll see that. But you shall destroy their altars, break their sacred pillars, and cut down their wooden images, idols. For you shall worship no other deity. For Yah, whose name is jealous, is a jealous Elohim. We know what jealousy is, right? Jealousy is not a good
Not to
feeling.
play with, brother.
Oh, no. Lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they play the harlot with their gods and make sacrifices to their gods. And one of them invites you to eat of his sacrifice. You're not even supposed to eat anything from their sacrifices. And you take of his daughters for your sons, and his daughters play the harlot with their gods and make your sons play the harlot with their gods. Because women can do that to you, man. You shall make no molten gods for yourselves, like that golden calf you had just made. The feast of unleavened bread you shall keep. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread, as I commanded you, in the appointed time of the month of Abib. For in the month of Abib, you came out of Mizraim. And Yah emphasizes the feast of unleavened bread as opposed to Passover. Today we say Passover. Passover is only a moment in time in the midst of the feast of unleavened bread. And it's part of the regulation of the feast of unleavened bread. It says, all that open the womb are mine, and every male firstborn among your livestock, whether ox or sheep, but the firstborn of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you will not redeem him, then you shall break his neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem. Why does Yah emphasize the firstborn?
Also the fact that y'all took the firstborn of the Mizraim in order to free us from their captivity. And so Yah said,
Why he
you
do that?
hold me because of the fact Pharaoh hardened his heart, wouldn't let our people go. And the Most High had to drop the hammer on him and take in their firstborn. So the Most High is saying to Moses, you have to give me your firstborn. I took their firstborn. You have to give me your firstborn for redemption of that.
Yes, Yamsuf. And you forgot one essential part.
By all means, it's plain.
The nation of Israel is Yah's firstborn, right?
Truth
That's
be
what you told
told, my
Pharaoh,
brother.
huh?
Truth be told.
Because that's how Mizraim lost their firstborn son. Yah said to Moshe, go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh to let my son go, even my firstborn. And if you don't let my firstborn son Israel go, I'm going to do what?
I'm going to take your firstborn.
And that's why we have Yah making this declaration that how many of the firstborn belong to him?
Every one of them.
Is Smoke firstborn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he belongs to Yah. You know that, right?
Yes, sir. That's why you act kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of weird. He know he belonged to Yah. You ain't know that.
Yeah.
He said in the 21st verse, 6 days you shall work, but on the 7th day you shall rest. I'm sorry, let me go back. I'm going to go back to 19. All that open a womb of mine, and every firstborn among your livestock, whether sheep or ox, but the firstborn of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you do not redeem him, you shall break his neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem. Got any firstborn sons, Johnson?
Yeah. I have one, but he passed away at 5 years old.
Okay. Sorry to hear that. I remember you told me that.
Thank you, brother.
6 days shall you work, but on the 7th day shall you rest. In plowing time and in harvest time you shall rest. And you shall observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. 3 festivals, 3 times in a year. All your men, how many men?
All of our men.
Everybody shall appear before Yah, Yah the Elohim of Yisrael. Can you imagine that?
Yes, sir. 21 and up.
For I will cast out the nations before you and enlarge your borders. Neither will any man covet your land when you go up to appear before Yah, your Elohim, 3 times in a year. That means you can leave your land free, go to Jerusalem, ain't got worried about somebody house in your land. You shall not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, nor shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left until the morning. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring into the house of Yah your Elohim. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. Then Yah said to Moshe, write these words, for according to the tenor of these words, I made a covenant with you and with Yisrael. So we back in line with Yah. He's not going to leave us. So he was there with Yah for 40 days and 40 nights. How many days is that altogether? 80.
Days. 80 days.
He neither ate bread nor drank water. Moses was a mighty man. I don't know how many people could go 80 days without bread or water. And he wrote on the tablet the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments. Now it was so when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai and the 2 tablets of testimony were in Moses' hands, when he came down from the mount, that Moshe did not know that his skin, the skin of his face, shone while he talked with him. And we know European faces don't shine. I've seen some people that glisten. Our people, I don't know if it was that type of glistening. It probably was brighter than that. So when Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moshe, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come near him. Then Moshe called to them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned to him. And Moshe talked with them. Afterward, all the children of Israel came near, and he gave them as commandments all that Yah had spoken with him on Mount Sinai. And when Moshe had finished speaking with them, he put a veil on his face. But whenever Moses went before Yah to speak with him, he would take the veil off until he came out. And he would come out and speak to the children of Israel, whatever he had been commanded. And whenever the children of Israel saw the face of Moshe, that the skin of Moshe's face shone, then Moshe would put the veil on his face until he went in to speak with him. And he's talking about Yah. And they got the pictures of Moses with two horns coming out of his head, but they didn't understand the radiance that our people bring forth naturally. But just imagine being in the presence of the Most High, how much more you will be shining like Moshe, our brother. All praise to Yah. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Brother Cartel. I see no need to further reiterate anything you said, other than the fact that I made mention when you first began the studies for the night. Now, y'all didn't look at us in terms of racism, a misnomer, a false concept. Universal white race supremacy looks at us in that concept, a false concept. Y'all looks at us as nations. And in that nation, there's a vast conglomerate of skin hues, primarily as far as the Israelites are concerned. They're of dark hue. But not to negate the fact there were different. King David says his skin was ruddy. He was a reddish brown clay-like brother, just like Yamsu. Don't hate, participate, keep studying. And just like Brother Kashir, just like the sun, a ruddy, praise the Most High. That's all I have to say in that regard. Thank you, Brother Kashir. The sun, you may the Most High bless you. Your mic is hot. Any comments or commentaries?
No, not today. I was just finishing up reading here. No, I don't have any comments today. No.
Thank you, Nasanya.
Thank you.
Brother Kashir, any additional comments or commentaries?
I think we exhausted this lesson right here. Praise Yah.
Yes, sir.
This was great.
It was great.
This was awesome
Great
right here.
study.
This is very enlightening. You got to really study, and you got to study truly and wholeheartedly. You got to be open to what these studies is bringing forth, because it's really it's like the veil is being removed from your eyes, and it's like once you come into the studies and really starting to get to know Yah, then it's like it feels like a radiance that's coming off of you. It seems like that you know things that you don't understand why you know them, or it's just it's a lot of things that come into it, and you just when you really wholeheartedly study the Most High, you got to be ready, because there's gonna be some things that come with that study, you know.
Are you
All
talking about a
praises.
warm and fuzzy feeling?
I mean, it's always a warm and fuzzy feeling. But
Yamsu
it's
said we're not here
also
for a warm
like
and fuzzy feeling.
it's all for me. I'm always warm and fuzzy to get to know the Most High, and get into the knowing and what we consider like the presence of Him, to understand Him and study Him and know Him.
Oh yeah.
I like that. That like feeds me. That gives me my like my manna. But to actually once you really get into the studies and get into the know, it's something extra comes with that. It's like things, and like just to be honest, like when we studying, I can be writing down these notes, and I can jot some things down and look at some things, and some things just like radiant to me in the word. It just stands out to me, and I write them down. And then once we start making our commentary and we start talking, it's like all of us, it's the same. All of us saw it. Like each one of us saw it. So when you come and say, well, that's something else, I wrote the same thing down in my notes, and then Yamsuf will make a reference to it or something. So it's more to comes with the studies than just to know. You start to get I can't explain it but you have to get into the studies and you have to really, really put yourself wholeheartedly, honestly, and humble yourself for these studies. All praises.
If
And
I
it's not
may,
just
yeah,
good.
if I may, right. If I may, Brother Cottrell, what Lasagna is basically saying is what I concur with. Yeah, warm and fuzzy feeling is not the way we approach these things. Warm and fuzzy feelings are a byproduct of the serious studies of the Most High One, and thus elicit a warm and fuzzy feeling. But simply to do the reversal is not advantageous for us. But what's advantageous is to approach these studies seriously, and approaching them seriously brings about a warm, fuzzy feeling. Praise the Most High.
All praises. I just wanted to say that it's not about how much you know, because people quote these scriptures all the time but don't really understand. When you
Mhm.
begin to understand, you're touching into the spiritual aspect of what Yah wants us to know. So you'll get that warm, fuzzy feeling because you'll know it's truth, you know it's the way, and you know you can't be blinded because you know it, because it's the foundation of what everybody should know.
All
Yes, sir.
praise. Hallelujah.
All of our
Yeah.
points. All of our points exactly, Brother Cottrell.
Yes, yes, yes. It's awesome. I mean, just if you care about someone, really, really, you know how you get to know someone and you study them, you want to know. I'm like that. Like if I want to know about you, I'm gonna study you, I'm gonna watch you, I'm gonna pay attention, pay very close attention to detail. And that's more so with the relationship with the Most High. I want to know Him. I want to know the intricate details of the Most High so I can know how to maneuver with Him and do right, do the right thing. All
And the
Praise the
beauty
praises.
of
Most
it
High.
is that we're seeing it from a historic perspective, seeing him.
There we go again, the Buzz Boys.
What is that?
That's the adversary. Um,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
To and fro.
we're seeing Yah from the mindset of King David, and we're also seeing it from him from a historic perspective, how he dealt with us as a nation. And we can see Yah has a pattern. He's merciful, he's compassionate, he gets angry when we go off, but he don't want to destroy us. So he does have that loving kindness and compassion, and he keeps his word, his covenant with us as a nation in spite of ourselves. And we thank Yah for our prophets that came and pray to him in our behalf, because our people don't have a clue. Not back then and not even now.
Now.
Yes, sir. That's why these studies there again, Brother Cottrell and Lasagna, are imperative. Not only you study them once, but you continue in the redundancy of studying them over and over and over and over and over again. Praise the Most High. That being said, thank you, Lasagna. Thank you, Brother Cottrell. Lasagna, a daughter of Zion, as all of you daughters of Zion should be doing. Doing your due diligence and moral obligation to the nation by virtue of your studies. That produces that warm, fuzzy feeling, which the Lasagna has shown. It is not incumbent upon Lasagna, a daughter of Zion. It is incumbent upon all the daughters of Zion. Simply said, the hand that rocks the cradle. Brother Cottrell and I, on the other hand, elders of the nation, simply surrogate fathers of the nation in this juncture of our history. As all elders should be doing, Brother Cottrell and I were morally obligated and duty bound to do no less, as all elders. That being said, fellow students, it is incumbent upon each of you to do something, which is study the Most High Word, trust the Most High Word, let the Most High Word be your refuge, let the Most High Word be your salvation, let the Most High Word be your rock, let the Most High Word be your pathway. Praise and bless Yah, His holy name. You see, fellow students, the Most High Word is going to work in spite of us or irregardless of each of us. But for each of us individually, as King David mentioned And that last stanza, for each of us, the Most High word works if you utilize the Most High word. Simply said, you apply the Most High word for you individually. The Most High word for you individually, works if you work it. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. So now we'll ask Brother Contra to make his closing remarks and comments. I will ask Nasanya to make her closing remarks and comments, and I'll close us out for the night. Praise the Most High. Brother Contra, you have the mic.
Thank you, Brother Yamsuf Party. All praise to the Holy One of Israel. May the words of our mouth, the meditation of our heart be acceptable to Him, our rock, our Redeemer. And may He watch between us while we're absent one from another. May He continue to bless and be with us. Shalom and good night.
Thank you, Brother Contra. Shalom and good night. Nasanya.
Shalom and good night, family.
Thank you, Nasanya. Shalom and good night, Nasanya. Fellow students, may the Most High bless you. May the Most High give you wisdom and understanding. May the Most High give you humility. May the Most High allow you to see that He is your refuge. He is your rock. He is your mercy. He is your salvation. He is your all in all. Praise the Most High and bless His holy name. Shalom and good night.
You are our rock, and you we seek refuge. These are strength and courage. Our rock, these are hope and deliverer. Our rock, your refuge. There is none holy as the Elohim. There is none beside Him, but in between. There is no rock like God. He's a rock of safety to hide you. He's a cloud by day, fire by night. His law and love will guide you. He's our strength and courage. Our rock. He's our hope and deliverer. Our rock of refuge. He's our strength and courage. Our rock. He's our hope and deliverer. Our rock of refuge. The house that God built and formed by His hand. The nation Israel must now take a stand. There is no rock like God. He's your strength and He will revive you. He's your cloud by day, fire by night. His law and love will guide you. He's your strength and courage. Our rock. He's our hope and deliverer. Our rock of refuge. He's our strength and courage. Our rock. He's our hope and deliverer. Our rock of fire by night. Alright. He's our strength, and deliver. Alright. He's our strength. He's our hope. He's our strength. He's our hope. Fire by night, alright. He's a cloud of day, fire by night, alright. Alright. Look to the right for review. Alright.
Your mic's still on there. And you said forward there with your hand on your chin. Now you are.